Welcome everyone to this channel. My name is Athira. We are going to do a pick a card reading. I have set two piles, and in a minute I will show you the cards that represent both these piles, and you can choose by the card. You can choose by your intuition before seeing the card, or you can look at the timestamp. I've just set an intention that the energy that is coming through is only for the highest good of all. And I usually read visualizing a bridge where on one end is me and the other end is you as a viewer, and our spirit guides come, or our higher selves come on the bridge to exchange information. This way our energies are not merging, we are not opening up channels, but we are only getting information that I as a channel or I as a reader can translate into words and use this reading as well as any other reading that you watch on YouTube or other platforms only for confirmation, clarity, validation. It should resonate with you. Do not take anything that doesn't resonate, or do not take any new information. If you find some new information that you feel is right for you, sit with that information and see if it is applicable in your life. Great. So for pile 1, we are having this card, which is number 31. I hope you can see the card. In the hand, the universe is your partner. So we have a hand and we have what appears to be like an orange, yellow, or golden light actually. And it says, in the hand, the universe is your partner. I saw 202 on the timer. That number is significant for you. Pile 2 is Drifter, experience life as it comes. Number 14. Drifter, experiencing life as it comes. We have image of a boat with its sail up and looks like a stormy sky and sea, and it's just drifting. And these walls, if you can see the walls, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of that TV series. I forgot the name. The Robinson family is that what they're called. They are out venturing into space, and the robo actually it comes from a place where it has these concrete sort of walls. If you have seen those series, I think you will resonate. Okay, so that's pile 1 and pile 2. Let me show both the cards again. Okay. I must say one thing, irrespective of the piles that you choose, there's a lot of movement, there's a lot of spirit guides, a lot of beings that are making themselves known. So some of you are very spiritual. I mean, they're so excited to bring you the message. And the cards, I've already shuffled and taken the cards because I plan to do some short readings. So I have already picked up the cards from various decks and they're from the piles, just so you know. Okay, so I will see you in your separate readings. Welcome, pile 1. So you chose the card, pile 1. In the hand, the universe is your partner. 31. A lot of power in this card. It just talks about how the universe is working with you, or you've asked the universe for help and help is on the way, or help is already with you. I'm also trying to translate an energy that is coming through. It just talks something about the force that is already in your hand. Maybe it's your own psychic power. I feel we are on the right track, but there are more messages pertaining to this card. Sorry if the camera is shaking. My stand is not very stable, it keeps moving. So that's your first card. So I'm going to show you all the cards and then we're going to start reading. Okay? So you have Anima Mundi. I'll show you the card. A lot of symbols on this card. Just going to bring it closer. We have Eros or Eros. Looks like an eye, world within the eye. And then we have these. We have the fox and we have the cobra. Okay, I will take the cards when I'm talking about them, but I just feel that it's good if I show you all the cards. So we have 10 of coins and the fool. 10 of coins and the fool. Right. We have success. Sorry. This card came out before I filmed the previous video that I made, and this just was so eager to come out. I have lots to talk about this card, success, so it's a positive card. Clover. See the fire behind, 2 women sitting down, and release your guilt. Release your guilt like the fire that is behind. Awesome. Okay. Oh, sorry, we have 2 more cards. We have growth. These are chakra cards. We have growth, heart chakra, and we have prayer. Okay. And in this card, you specifically see there's an image which is separated by 2. There's the grassland and buildings, and there's the lemonade. These images might resonate really well for you. They do for me. Okay. We will take more cards if required. Okay. This is a pile. If you've chosen this pile, whether you're aware or not, you hold a lot of power, my friend, just like every other human. But why I mentioned power is because you are afraid of this power, or you feel that you don't know this power, and you just look for clarity. But what you need to do is just for a second pretend that you have all the power that you're suspecting you have to be true, and if there is an ego flare-up, just calm down that ego flare-up, and then you're going to decide with your higher self what you're going to do with that power. This pile, there's a lot of intuitives, highly sensitive, psychic people in this pile, and I just hear the word love. There's so much love coming through. It's like my heart is just so warm. I told you there's so many beings that are here in this with me. I mean, so emotional before the reading. So just know there's so much love. When I said that it's time for you to embrace this power, that's what they come. It would mean a lot if you embrace your power. It would mean a lot to them. So the card, the universe is your partner. I think they are just waiting for you to step into whatever version of you that you are suspecting you are but not acting on. They just want you to know that it's just going to be a success. It's going to be a success. Black Panther is one of my animal spirit guides. a very powerful guide even before I fully knew about my what do I call it? I fully came to know about my abilities and my path in life. I still don't know my path in life, but you know what I mean. Like before I had my spiritual awakening, this Black Panther was there. And I think he is the first one, he or she is the first one that made it known to me that there is something mystical happening. So they hold, so if you're already not working with Black Panther, I think you can just, even if you're not spiritual, if you feel the power of animals, if you all feel that we have our soul, you can just call upon the Black Panther, for protection. And this whole card, even though it looks kind of gloomy with the red sky and the thick forest and the Black Panther, just know that your success is so guarded, so protected. So work with the universe, work with your animal spirit guides. And between these two cards, between in hand and between success, is Clover, which is release your guilt. There is some guilt that you're holding. I wonder if there is some guilt in your past life or in your current situation involving another person. Maybe your sister wound, maybe your mother wound. Okay, so locate this guilt and figure out, work with universe, work with Black Panther to release that guilt. Because my friend, you have got the most beautiful card of Anima Mundi. Anima Mundi is equivalent to the World card in Tarot. So it's about unity, it's about completion, it's about coming like a full circle, it's about abundance, it's about everything. I'm just looking at the symbols in here. It's just like your true being, right? So you have that card here. It's just, and that is below the universe as your partner card. They are just waiting for you to experience this mystical understanding of your being. And Eros or Eros is, the word is talks about sexuality, eroticism, but it also talks about the kind of desire, right, in us, why we desire certain things. Get to the root of your desire. For me personally, the biggest blocker to revealing to the world about my spiritual experience is the fact that I am deciding fame, I am just going with like 20% information to the world that has already seen 100% or more about mysticism and spirituality, and what next? I have limited experiences, what next? So this is my biggest blocker. But I just desire so much to talk about my experiences. So for both of us, get to the root of our desire to understand why we have a certain desire, why we feel guilt about it, and why we need to release it in order to get success. You have 10 of coins and the Fool. The Fool, we are all fools if we are just ready for our new beginning. So you have the Fool where you really need to step off the cliff with a leap of faith, releasing guilt. So that's a message which is tied into the first set of your cards. Now, 10 of coins talks about financial stability, talks about inheritance, ancestry. So there's something, for some of you, it could be that when you step into this role, you are going to inherit so much of, abilities and good wishes and, like paths being clear. So many breakthroughs from, or goodwill in your ancestry is going to come to you once you take this step. And it is also means that once you're a fool, you're going to step off this cliff with nothing but faith and courage, and you are going to be financially stable, because that's in the collective, right? That's the biggest concern for us. But for me, I know this pile is for me, this reading is for me, because I always thought, okay, let me get some money, let me buy more oracle cards, and I can make more videos, full-fledged videos. So I keep thinking of getting the money to make the video, more videos, so that I have more cards, to bring in more information, and then embrace this path. And then it is being shown to me again and again that once you step on this role, once you have nothing and you step on this role, is when you are going to be guided towards the abundance, or towards whatever you require, that you feel that you require to progress in this journey. So I was just counting the decks that I have. I have like 10 decks out of, I think, 8 to 9 is what I use. No, I think I use 6 to 7, because 2 of them are, I left it, when I traveled, I couldn't carry because my luggage was already too heavy. So I was thinking, all the readers that I see, they have these big shelves full of decks, and I'm just sitting with these basic level of decks, and I think that I'm going to do a reading. So, a lot of limiting beliefs that way. So maybe you will resonate with these thoughts. Maybe there's something that you feel you need to get before you start. So this is a sign, no, you are ready, and there's so much love pouring in for you. Let us see. Okay, so we have the cobra and the fox. So I went to the guidebook to actually understand what they represent. So both, in a sense, represents in its light a spiritual teacher, right? So if you are a student and you are ready, the teacher appears, right? So cobra and the fox both carry the energy uh, of like a teacher, like a mentor, right? For some of you, you might resonate, this is a path that you're looking at. But for some of you, like me, you're really yearning for some mentor to step in and give you guidance. This is a sign that you be the fool, dear. You be the fool here and jump off the cliff, and somebody's going to catch you before you hit the floor. Right? So as harsh that analogy might seem, but this is the energy from the cards. um, we also interesting, because this growth actually shows a plant, and I was actually spending time with the plant that I have at home, and it seems to be that it's outgrowing the pot, and it kind of looks like this. So there's something about you outgrowing the space that you're in, and you feel it, but you just feel that you have no place to go, literally, as well as in the sense of finding a space and moving. You don't know where you want to go. So know that, embrace this growth, trust your feeling that yes, I've outgrown this place, I need to move out of this place. Whether that is literally for you, or like you as a person, you want to grow into a new version, pray to the universe, pray to your spirit guides to guide you. You see two options: you the city, and then you have the life, the farm life here, the rural life here, and then maybe there's no judgment, right? One of it or both of it might be your space. So pray to the universe on what it needs. It's being heard. I'm saying again, there's lot of people, lot of beings here ready to support you. So that's all I have for you. Know that you're loved so much. There are mentors, there are connections waiting for you as you take this leap of faith. If you're at the beginning of your spiritual journey, ask universe for signs. I feel called to mention one. I always feel like I have this calling, desire to go talk about my spiritual experiences. But then I'm like, it looks like I'm going to shout from the roof about my spiritual experiences. Whoever listening, how are they going to get benefited? So these are creative blocks that you have. Ask the universe on how best can I put myself out there that I'm being helpful. It's not like I am, for me the biggest thing is I'm just going to like blow my own trumpet saying, hey, I'm XYZ, I've had this experience, and what next? So try to convert your experience. Try to reach the desire, the root of your desire, and see what best way you can serve. That's the final message for you. Thank you for tuning in, and do leave a comment if this resonated for you. Hi, File 2. You were drawn to this card, the Drifter, experiencing life as it comes. Number 14. I'm going to show you all the cards and then we're going to start the reading. You have the Storm. Goes very well with the Storm here. You know, for cards to have so much similarity and, similar themes, you all are very highly connected for the cards to actually translate the energy. The Mask. And this shows that how I'm also connected to these readings. There is a story behind this. I will share as we progress reading. You have the Snake. Shark. King of Swords. Hope you can see them clearly. Knight of Wands. Let's see if it's, yeah. And 2 chakra cards. Impasse. This is the sacral chakra. You have the Moon also, the full moon. And completion. Okay. Gray. Endings are inevitable. Endings are inevitable. The number 37. Beautiful card. Enlightenment. Can you see this? There is another ship with a sail. Ships and sail, they have been coming through many readings. If you have seen YouTube, oh my god, I can't believe this is coming through here as well. Just want to let you know that some of your spirit guides is making themselves known quite loudly in my space. So all of you are really connected. They are just waiting for you to really translate the thoughts, the message, what is there in your awareness already. So they're so excited about it, I feel. And they're also like, I think they're to ensure that I translate it properly, right? Perfect. Okay. So you have the Storm and you have 2 ships with the sail up. And when you're out of this storm, you have the good opportunity to get rid of the mask. Every time we say you have a mask on, we always think of it as in a negative connotation, right? Because even though most won't agree, it's our natural tendency to be authentic, or at least project ourselves to be authentic. For me, I was taking a walk yesterday afternoon and I saw the moon. It was in like precise half, right? And I just saw the moon this way, just imagine the same image without the eyes, without the face, right? And then it was the moon, and then it was this pink sky, like a bubblegum pink sky, and then I couldn't help but see how precisely, like it was like a half. And then I was explaining to my son that, it's the shadow has covered. I do have a picture of the moon that I clicked yesterday. And when I was shuffling the deck, I think I saw this card and I'm like, okay, this is for me. And this came out in this pile. So I'm also getting the message of some of you, you are in the process of really unveiling your true nature, your true, beautiful, godlike nature, right? So it's also because of the conditioning and the identity we are taken on. It's an interesting journey to see who we truly are, our true essence. So I think you're halfway there. And for some of you, you are maybe needing to look at this, what is covering the rest of your face, right? So by face, I mean your identity, what you need to shed in order to really cross through this storm. And you're sailing through a storm and it's pretty rough, right? Maybe it's the true, authentic version of you that's going to help you, guide you out of this storm. Um, there is an ending, as always, there is an ending. And if you're watching this reading in the end of 2025, that's also a sign for you that things are ending, like the year is ending. There are versions of you, there are people, there are situations ending. Some of them are changing. I just saw that she is also looking at, can you I've seen readers say you can't make things up. Now I'm just having a real life example for me. Look at this. There's like a ship with a sail. So this just confirms for some of you, you have already ended and you're just sailing through this storm of emotion, storm of unveiling yourself. And okay, some of you, you need to know that things have ended and really go through this storm. Just sit with those emotions. And for others of you, some things might end, and it could be a mindset also. Everything may not be like very tangible, like a relationship, job, or relocation or anything. It can also be like a mindset. It can be some of your identity that needs to end. We also have completion. These cards are just like a story. It's like full stop and the next sentence. Completion, even though this card here talks about grieving, she's actually grieving a person. And you see a grave, and okay, it's very interesting. It's a very minor detail. I don't know if you guys will resonate. Do you see the shape of this grave? Just before filming, I had this shape, like this oval capsule like shape on my wall, and it was linking to some of the things that it has been coming into my awareness. And I was thinking it's just so important, like the word link, like a bridge, a link came to my mind, and now I don't see it. So it was like a light, a reflection from something right on my wall. So there is a completion, there is an ending. There are two cards that shows ending. There's also this snake in the shape of like a circle, right? Uh, Something that is ending. And with snake, there's also this dormant energy at the base of the spine, right? The root chakra, the serpent sleeps, and then one cycle is completed and it's time for the snake to awaken, for your shakti or for your energy to rise. These two cards, I feel the shark is also very wise. The shark just lives in the physical sense, the shark, has long lives, and they are such masters, right? They roam the sea and the ocean. I just want to say that somehow these two, right? Shark, as according to this deck, also talks about honesty, of knowing who you truly are. Like sort of like like murky waters needs to clear, and you have maybe few bit of things that are really blocking. I'm sorry, my tongue is like just stuck on this imagery, and I was not able to like talk properly. I was just like like you're swimming, and you look inside the water and it's so crystal clear, and then something is kind of swimming underneath. But if it's too like stormy, and then you can't see, like when you look into the water, it's not crystal clear, you don't see a shark coming up. That imagery was just coming to my mind. But again, this talks about honesty, being honest about maybe something that you feel is blocked, that you need help with. And but this, I just say with a very positive sense, that you're halfway there, right? Maybe a little bit of honesty to know where you need help is coming through, or really Be honest about this version that you're becoming. Maybe this is scaring you, this is making you sad, but this honesty will really help you to embrace that true nature. Okay, I'm really not able to get the words out. So snake is also, like snake I showed before, is about this energy waiting to rise through you. We have King of Swords and Knight of Wands. King of Swords, this is you if you really true step into your authority. For some of you, it's the spiritual authority. It's the authority of your own personality, owning yourself. And Knight of Wands is the adventure, right? It's, for some of you, I feel Knight of Wands in the sense of like bold action and fast and swift movement and adventure maybe is something that you will embrace as you, like many of you are desiring this Knight of Wands kind of energy, and then once you step into your true self, you experience that. With Drifter and Knight of Wands, I'm also seeing like kind of experiencing life as it comes. This also talks about like drifting, like in a bit of like a challenging sense. If it is something that you need to work on, I mean, if there is a sense of impulsive, action, or just not anchoring anywhere, and you feel that is something that you have to work on. Like for example, instead of, let's say, knowing that you have something to work on and really sitting with that uncomfortable information, trying on ways, asking for help, you just say, hey, that's how I am, and you just move on. I'm also getting that energy, so maybe some of you, or you're dealing with someone like this, so that energy is also coming through to this. So maybe if there is a situation with this energy, or a person with this energy, maybe you understanding the truth of it with the shark is also, that is going to unblock this part for you. It's going to help you remove the mask. Or if it's within you, this energy, then it's time for you to really to evaluate if that is what this sort of an attitude or personality is, what it is not helping you see your true self, right? Maybe your true self is much more like stable and solid, like the King of Swords. So I think there are two groups of you with this energy, or maybe you're dealing with these two situations. For some of you, you've crossed this storm and you're moving towards enlightenment, but there is an impasse which is very annoying, right? You see the full moon, full of emotions, and this thick forest, and there's this guy at the, it's just maybe something that you're very uncomfortable towards, but it is a storm. It's still a storm, maybe for some of you. So know the end goal. Know that you're moving towards enlightenment. So that's all I have for you. For some of you, I want to say that you're going through a very rough patch, but this rough patch is also stripping everything that is not you. And with honesty, with knowing that there is an energy, a true energy within you that is rising, even though it feels like a transition that you're in, it is coming. Once you accept and just ask the universe, I understand looks like this is who I am truly, so show me more proof, show me where I'm going, lead me, right? That's the message for you. One last thing I want to mention, since I mentioned about it could be another person's energy who is a little bit of like a drifter. There is a card in this deck. This is Believe in Your Own Magic deck, where shark is actually some person that you have to keep away from, right? So when I was talking about this Knight of Wands and drifter kind of energy, maybe it's some energy that you are in and you kind of taken on that identity. I was just thinking about maybe it is not a good influence. So I think this is for a very small group of you. For most of you, I feel if this energy is present, then it's more of in your field that you need to, let go and understand that you have more depth, right? And then unveil the true version of you. That's all, pile 2. Let me know in comments if this resonated. Thank you so much for listening.